Sam?
Yeah.
Rita?
Yeah, I'm trying to call Colleen to tell her. She's like, I don't hear Brendan. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
They stream it into the radio station.
Karen, can you see?
I can't see nothing. I'm in the way.
Turn it up, Reeds. When it goes on.
I know. No, I don't see anything. I don't want to screw it up.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Camera.
You got the right password.
You turn it up.
Right,
It goes on.
Yeah, when it goes on, I will.
There you go.
I know, 278. I should have written down, but I had a bunch of paper I was printing one day, and I must have thrown that paper away.
I think so.
You gonna play a tune?
Wait for another song to come on. They're getting ready. Putting the song on while they're getting ready.
Chevrolet Scholastic Sports Zone, Central Mass High School Sports Talk.
Here we go.
Broadcasting live from the Girton Graphics and Awards of Worcester Broadcast Studio on 1280 AM and 105.3 FM WPKZ. Hey, the Blackstone National Golf Course is the official golf course of the Scholastic Sports Zone. And we want to just mention Leo's Restaurante, located at 11 Bracket Court, just off Shrewsbury Street in Worcester. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week, featuring soups, salads, seafoods, Italian specialties, homemade pasta, and more. Leo's Restaurante is a great place for banquets of all kinds with ample parking. Check them out online at leosrestaurante.net or call 508-753-9490 for more information. Leo's Restaurante is a proud sponsor of the Scholastic Sports Zone. And in studio, we want to announce the coach of the week. Here is Tony Gannon of the Clinton Gales boys basketball team. How are you, Tony?
Good, thank you.
Good, and we have our athlete of the week of the Clinton Gales basketball team, Brendan Kittredge. How are you, Brendan?
I'm good.
Good. You certainly have a face for radio. I have to open that up. You know, I wanna just make them relax. Come on, back up to the mic.
Well, that's one way to do it, Howie. He wants to leave the room now.
Well, you know, Coach came in and said, you didn't know John Havlicek is. I wanted to bust him a little. I said I was going to bust him, right?
He didn't know Havlicek, and he didn't know Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy. Do you know who Bob Cousy is now?
No, I never heard of him.
No, he was pretty good. He played for the Celtics.
Wait, you've never heard about Cousy? Really?
Relax,
God,
you.
I'm that old too?
Yes, you're
I understand they're old, but man, I've gotten that old.
What was he there old? Well, who do you point to? Me and Tony?
My coach over there, even on this side of the room.
David? Wow. So we wanted to bring in Brendan. You're having a great season over in Clinton County, Clinton country. Just a rock stone throw away from here, I think. What do you attribute the great season you guys are having?
Everyone's a scorer. We have good players, and that's the way I score. Off good passes.
Now, your high was 30 points against... who'd you have 30 points against?
31 against Littleton.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. You must have been in a zone.
Yeah, I hit a lot of threes.
That's...
6 of them. You had 6 of them that game.
Yeah.
Not bad. Pretty impressive. What grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
Oh my goodness, you're a sophomore.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The right answer for when somebody asks you what to attribute your great season to, great coaching. Next time, no, say whatever you want, but great coaching from now on. But so we did say you had 31 against Bromfield, and the game before that against Hudson you had 22. So right after Christmas, that was December 27th and the 29th. That was a pretty good Christmas present for your team there, buddy. Not a bad job. So we got 186 points on the season so far, so that's about 16 a game. You letting anybody else have the ball, or is it just you?
Last game we had 84 points.
That's awesome. Good job.
Everyone has at least 10 a game, our starters.
That's fantastic.
So talk to me about spreading the ball around. I mean, you said, everybody kind of has an opportunity to kind of, touch the ball. You've got a lot of different scorers. Talk to me about, obviously, you're not concerned so much about your point average, although you're having a fantastic year, but making sure that everyone else gets a touch.
Yeah. Most of our starters have at least 10 a game. We have Alex Santiago, he's got 12 a game. And our big guys, they get rebounds at any opportunity they can.
Coach, I'll give you a chance to jump in on this one. When he says, you've got 5 players on the floor that can score, that's a pretty nice situation when you're designing an offense and you can rely on anyone to put the ball in the hole.
It is, and Brendan, even though he's only a sophomore, I mean, he can see the floor so well. I mean, he plays like a senior would. I mean, actually, we brought him up last year as a freshman. We needed a point guard, and we just threw him right in. And first night against Neshoba, we beat him over there, and it's his position now for the next few years. But he's very unselfish. I mean, the stat that really goes unnoticed, I think, in high school is assists. And I'm sure Brendan has probably 8, 10, 12 assists a night, along with his points, and actually rebounds pretty well too. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's doing all this year with a bad wrist.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he broke his wrist in football,
and
he's been playing with a brace on for the whole year right now. And you can see it a little bit. It limits him a little bit, but he still goes to his left real well, and he's doing a lot of nice things. He's certainly a leader on the floor. And every game he's getting, more experience. You can see more confidence in him, and it's just making our kids play better. I mean, we're playing around him. When we run, we're pretty good, and Brendan's really, really good with the ball. And, the other guard we have, Matt Notaro, I would have to put him as probably one of the best defenders in our whole league. I mean, whenever there's someone we need to shut down, he sacrifices anything he has to do offensively and plays real hard, and another stat that goes unnoticed, and that's, I think, why we're 11-1.
Yep. Coach, I've taken a look at the stats. I mean, you guys have ripped off 8 in a row. I mean, that's a fantastic record. It doesn't matter what league you're playing in or what kind of ball you're playing. 8 in a row is a very impressive number. Talk to me about the rest of your season going forward. I mean, obviously, you've got the number you need. You're going to the districts.
Yeah.
But you want to go into the districts hot. And 8 in a row is a good start. You want to keep that rolling on into the districts.
Right. I mean, we finished the first half of our league schedule right now. We're 5-0 in the league. But I mean, we've had some tough games. I mean, Gardner, we only beat them by 2. They were very athletic. Have to play them second time around. Gansett was beating us at the half. They're a pretty good team. Lundberg's tough. It's gonna be a tough second half. We just got to keep playing hard.
Now, you talked a little bit about playing teams a second time, and I think that's something that goes kind of unnoticed because a lot of other sports don't have time in their schedule to see teams a second time around. Basketball certainly does. You see teams a second time around. How does that change your planning? You beat them once, you can go back and say, okay, well, these are the things we did well, but they can go back and go, well, these are the things that we missed.
It's a chess match. It's an adjustment you make, and you just go with instincts a lot of times, But, we're playing well. That's the big thing. Like you said, we've won 8 in a row. One loss has been to Littleton. We get down big and took the lead in the fourth quarter, ran out of gas that night. But, man, they're a real good team, too. They really are.
So as we go forward here, Coach, for Brendan and the rest of his teammates, what's the goal going down the stretch here?
Just to keep playing hard.
Okay.
Let the chips fall where they may. But we know if we play hard, rebound, and do all the little things, those little things down the end hopefully add up to be one or two big things. That's what we're hoping.
I'll swing the attention back to Brendan Kittredge, who is Howie Khan's Scholastic Sports Zone High School Player of the Week. And Brendan, I want to ask you, I mean, as you take a look again, 8 in a row, I mean, that's a wonderful situation to be in. You guys know you're qualified for districts, but coaches set the standard. You guys need to go in hot going into the districts. You got to keep the winning attitude up. You got to see teams a second time around. When you're looking at seeing players that you've matched up against the second time around, what is it that you can use from the first time you played them going into that second game?
We can just use the mistakes we made in the first time. And like Gardner, they man-to-man pressed us, and I just got to work around him because he had a lot of steals on me, I had a lot of turnovers. But second time around, I'm going to work on that.
Excellent.
Excellent. And now being a sophomore, and Coach said that he brought you up to the varsity last year as a freshman. Can you tell me what the comfort level, having been on the varsity stage as a freshman and now doing it, and kind of Coach says you stepped up and become a leader on your team as a sophomore, and that's an absolute phenomenal thing for a coach's perspective, having a leader as a sophomore. He knows he's going to have you for at least two more years. Can you tell me the difference from freshman year versus this year with your comfort level and the authority with which you're playing the game?
Well, last year I'd get nervous a lot in the games, but now it's like more settled, and that's all.
Excellent. Now your relationship, you said they're juniors and seniors on the team, and you've kind of risen up to be one of those leaders. is kind of trust amongst the guys on the floor, that starting five that you work with. Is that become kind of a big deal? Do you guys do anything special together?
Yeah, we work as a team and we do things like outside of school and outside of
You
that.
guys like pasta suppers and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
Those pasta suppers are always fantastic. Brendan, I want to ask you, as you look forward, I mean, you've had your 2 years on varsity at this point, working on your second year now. You've got 2 more in front of you. Give me a personal goal. I think every athlete kind of has a personal goal for themselves. What's your personal goal going forward over the next few years?
1,000
I'm
points.
looking to get 1,000 points.
All right. Nice. I like it. Aim high. I like it.
Well done.
And you know what? When you've got 4 years on a varsity team, that's the best chance you've got. So congratulations. Best of luck to you.
Hey, Todd, I hate to break in
No,
here.
please feel free.
No, we're going to keep the coach in athlete of the week here, but we do have on the line with us Carl Setterlin of the Telegram and Gazette. Hey, Carl, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, Carl. How are you?
Hey, you were at the Wachusett game yesterday or the day before?
Yes, I did. I was at that.
Carl, tell me, are they still just as tall as they were 2 weeks ago when I saw Leominster play them?
Dude, could you say that again now? I couldn't hear you.
It's Todd there, Carl. I said, is Wachusett still just as tall as they were 2 weeks ago when they took it to Leominster?
You know what? I must have a back connection. Let me call you back.
Oh, please feel free. The jokes don't get any better, unfortunately, even with a better connection.
All right, he's going to try back. So while we're waiting for him to call back, let's talk to Coach Tony Gannon. Tony, you're a lifelong resident of Clinton.
Yeah, I am. I was born and raised in Clinton. Went to Clinton High. Still live there now with my wife and 5 kids.
Wowzers.
Yeah,
5
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
And why don't you move over to that mic, Tony, because this is going to be all about you now. Okay.
This is your life.
No, well, you know, I wanted to highlight some of, you know, because Tony looks like he's been around a bit. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Hopefully your wife's not here listening.
Compliments galore
I
today.
know, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
You were a 3-sport star at Clinton High School?
I played at Clinton.
So they had Clinton High back then?
Yeah, they did. It was a little bit bigger high school back then. We were Division I back in the 70s. Now we're Division II. But, yeah, I did. I played at Clinton.
And you played Fitchburg State and Worcester State?
Yeah, I did. I went to Fitchburg State my freshman year and played basketball and baseball there. And I was in a fraternity of Fenwicks there. And then I decided to transfer to Worcester State, where I was actually able to play 3 sports.
Okay. Now, did you know Neil Portnoy over at Worcester State? He was one of the baseball pitching coaches.
No, I didn't.
I was just wondering.
No.
Now, I understand you played a year in Italy, football?
Yeah, I did. I played in Rome for a year. I played for the Rome Grizzlies. It was in the European Football League. I was over there for 1 year.
You got paid for that, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's like a paid vacation is what I look at it now. It was a lot of fun to live right in the center of Rome and travel all around Rome and Germany and Austria. It was fun. It was a great experience.
I bet. You look nothing, I mean, it didn't seem to hurt you at all. You know, you look like you've enjoyed it.
I did. I really did. Yeah.
And now, what can you say about this year's Clinton boys basketball team? You know, why are you having the success you're having? And
well, you know, we've had a great run the last few years. I mean, we've won the league the last 2 years and 3 of the last 5 years, but it wasn't without, you know, a push from Gardner and Lunenburg, and we have a great league, a well-balanced league. But if I had to attribute one thing, it's how hard our group works in the summer. And Brendan will tell you, I mean, we play in the Monty Tech Summer League. Bob Bork runs a great summer league up there, and our kids played up there Monday through Thursday. Actually, Brendan, being only a freshman last year, was able to play in some of the JV games as well. So I think Brendan played probably 20, 25 games, and, you know, kids go to camp. But I think that's where it starts now, is you got AAU, and you have all these traveling teams, which are great, but, you know, our kids played together all summer, and that's real important. It just, in a small town like Clinton, it just carries over.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them play football, and then they'll go right after this into baseball.
now, you know, we're glad that we could highlight your program, and I wanted to ask you about the Clinton Boosters.
Yeah.
You guys you got an event coming up soon?
Yeah, they're running their annual Clinton, the Booster Gala, it's called. It's at the town hall.
That's a great play on words, by the way.
It is, it
I
is,
like that.
it is. It's the 26th, it's a Saturday night, it's a great night, it brings a lot of people in the community out. They all support Clinton High School athletics. I mean, our Booster Club is one of our summer league sponsors, by the way. And again, our kids don't have to pay to play summer league, which is real important today. Between them, Kevin Burwinkle of Sterling Manufacturing, Dunn and Company in Clinton, Paul Cherubini and David Dunn, and Double D Construction, Donnie Dovek, they sponsor us in the summer, so our kids get to play all summer long and they don't have to pay a penny, which is really important. But getting back to the gala, it's a great night, it's a lot of fun, it's in the old town hall in Clinton. You get to see people probably once a year, you see them there, they have a great band. And all the money that they raise that evening goes back into all the sports at Clinton High.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I want to thank you guys for being here, and I want to give you each a $20 gift certificate to the
Brothers Pizza.
Boulevard Diner. There's no place finer than the Boulevard Diner.
Yeah.
What are you laughing, Todd?
Con, your writers are fantastic.
You know, you gotta pay big money for these guys, you know. It's like being, you know, you think David Letterman gets his stuff just, you know, or Conan, or, you know, that stuff's gotta come from somewhere. Hey,
I don't know if you guys know, Brendan's really nervous. He's thinking his mother might be calling in here.
Uh-oh.
He's really nervous. Yeah.
Is she missing you, Brendan?
You know, if she calls in, we're gonna get it. She'll ask some question we probably won't have the answer to.
all right, well, we're gonna take a short break. We want to thank you guys for coming in, and, you know, hope the Clinton Gales just keep going. Of course, we got a lot of favorites here, but today Clinton's our favorite.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the Colonial West Chevrolet Scholastic Sports Zone.
The Nardies is your place to find Ben.